I'm Suzy Miller, and I created the Starting Over shows a few years ago to help people who are starting over from life's tough stuff. When people are going through a major life shift like divorce, redundancy, bereavement, empty nest syndrome, we all have to deal with these issues, and they have a huge impact on not just our lives but the lives of everybody around us and in the workplace as well. And what I've discovered was people don't really know what to do or how to deal with them. Everyone's looking at the symptoms rather than the causes. So by creating these Starting Over shows, people can come into a safe and relaxed space, have tea and cake, and sit down in a comfortable chair and find out what a divorce mediator does, find out what a collaborative lawyer does, and he will keep them out, or she will keep them out of court, for example, and they don't even know this. So it encourages people who are going through divorce, for example, to find a less aggressive and less combative way through, which is why I'm collaborating with the Ministry of Justice in helping promote non-adversarial divorce. And we also have a lot of fun people, because there's no point coming to an event and just getting information when it's an emotional and psychological journey that you're going through. So you might want to talk to a life coach, a relationship coach. We have a survivor coach at this event. We have a mystic housewife. She's very popular, reading her very positive cards, kind of quietly and calmly counselling people without them realising it. We have a photographer who's taking positive images. We've often had people say, oh, it's the first time I've seen myself smile for ages, or families, blended families who have come in together through new partners who feel more cohesive just by seeing a happy image of themselves. So the events work on a very many different levels, and it's quite a therapeutic experience, in fact, I think, for people who come here. But also they go away with some really good, hard advice and information, and realise what choices they have and the way that they can go forwards. When people are going through divorce in particular, it can become very aggressive, very expensive, and very upsetting, not just to the couple but to their children in particular. And that was one of the main reasons behind the events, was to encourage people, for their children's sake if nothing else, to find better ways through. Visitors have access to all levels of resources, not just a collaborative lawyer or a relationship coach. They can also talk to people on a more community-based level who are there to support them in the form of outreach or the Citizens Advice Bureau. And it's this mixing up, this sort of hub of resources and information that's a very important element of the show, which I don't think exists anywhere else, which is why the Church have become intrigued and interested in it. I would like the Starting Over shows to be all over the country, running at each location 4 times a year, to be a regular venue that people go to early on when they're going through a life crisis, before it reaches a crisis point, and to be accessible to as many people as possible.